Hi everyone, we're live now, and welcome to this episode of Spill the Kopi with me. Today we're going to meet two new Finnish Singapore ambassadors, Karen Salis and Rebecca Farthing. Hi guys.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, if you guys want to ask questions, you can do so in the live chat, and we'll take a look at them somewhere in between our show today. So I will now ask a little bit about the both of you. You know, if you can talk to me, maybe we'll start with Karen. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
A little bit about myself. Okay, I'm used to be swimming when I'm Rebecca's age or younger, probably. How old are you, Rebecca? 13, right?
I'm 13, yeah.
Yeah, so I started swimming back in the Philippines. So growing up with school, I'm swimming. And moving to Singapore, I started coaching here full-time in an international school and established the Masters Philippine Swimming for master swimmers, basically those who want leisure or competitive, or even the triathletes who need help in their swimming. So that was since 2016, and up to now, we're happy to help people enjoy their training for swimming. So that's all.
Cool. What about you, Rebecca? What can you tell us about yourself? It doesn't have to be really long, right?
I started swimming when I was 3 years old, and I became club competitive for my club when I was 6 years old. And then when I was 10, I started doing the national age groups.
Good. Do you, do you have a particular favorite swimming event or a stroke that you would like to work on?
I guess my pet event would be the 100 free. And probably my favorite stroke is freestyle, because I guess it's my best, and I do best in freestyle. So yeah.
What about you, Karen?
I like backstroke.
Really? Well, you were a backstroker before?
I am.
After 100, 200.
When we joined, Masters meet, okay. I always do all backstroke events. But I like longer distance than the sprint ones. Like, I cannot sprint 50. I'd rather go for a 200 than a 50. So yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I'm not a sprinter either. So it's okay. So for those who just joined us, we are having a short chat with the two new Finnish Singapore ambassadors, Karen and Rebecca. So what are some of the things you'd like to do outside the pool, Rebecca? I mean, obviously, with being a competitive swimmer, you would have a lot of time in the pool, as well as school. But are there some other things that you like doing just to relax or?
To relax, it's not usually a lot of time, of course, because with swimming and school, it's not easy to balance, of course. But usually on my time to relax, I would just spend time with my mom, or just relax at home, really, because those are the only times you can just 100% just relax your whole body and things.
You have pets, right, Rebecca? Is it 2 cats?
3 cats.
Three cats. What are their names? Why don't you tell us a little bit about your cats?
The oldest cat is Ivy. She's very nice. She's very caring. And then there's Dempsey, who is the middle cat. And he's the one who...
Oh. We lost you for a bit. Hang on. Okay, we'll come back to Rebecca in a second. I think your sound has gone a little bit. So maybe Karen, let's talk to you. I mean, you were a swimmer as well as obviously you coach now. And do you have any favorite sets that you personally like to swim, or you like to throw at
To
your
give that feeling.
swimmers. Yeah, to make them suffer. And
Okay.
do you have any
Yeah.
of those?
Yes. Okay. The first thing that came into my mind is actually doing I call it skips. So it's SKIPS when they do swim, kick, IM, pull and swim. So 5 times 100. So I let them do this to have a little bit of fun before starting the real main set. Okay, so that's what I do. When I tell it to them, they know already. And for them it's fun to do. So let's do skips. So they go.
IM is not always the fun event to be doing, right? What about yourself? I mean, do you have any particular sets that you like to swim during your training or alongside your own swimmers?
I like to do a lot of drill down and swimming coming back. Okay, so I always do drill down and then swim coming back and try to pace myself right after that. When you get to
So when you mean drill down,
drill going down, like if it's like 25 meters or 50 meters, you go down first 25 with a drill and then come back with the swim. So then you get a little bit of control.
Okay. What sort of drills do you enjoy give actually?
Drills.
Any particular one?
When we say drills, we always use our favorite fins for drills, right? So I do a lot of backstroke kicking on the side, and then do like a soldier when you raise your hands up and then you kick. So it will be a little bit of challenge too. It's harder when you raise your hands particularly and then you kick on your back. So I like that. And most favorite is kicking fly on my back.
Oh, that's fun.
I like fly kick on my back. Like
only if it's 25 meters. Because we like drown slowly as we go along.
This one is like I have no complaint. Okay, I do.
That's good. Rebecca, can you hear us now? Yeah.
Yeah. Loud and clear.
Do you have any particular sets that you enjoy swimming? Like if your coach gives you, he says, okay, today we do 10 times 100, which is one of my favorites. Yeah. Do you have any particular sets? Yeah.
I like the sculling sets. I don't know why. Just like sculling because it's like you can get your water fear, and then just like relax at the same time.
Do you do the social kicking bit with your friends too? Like we kick alongside and we'll be like talking along the way.
We're not meant to.
What? You're not meant to? Yes. Because we do it still.
Allowed to? Yes.
You're not allowed to, yeah. It's part of the fun, right? In a way. Unless you get yelled at, then it's like, okay, I gotta kick faster. So on. I mean, it's great to welcome you both to the FINIS family. And more for FINIS Asia. Yay.
Yay.
We have, Karen also does open water swimming, which is great because obviously I do some as well. And are there any particular races that you would love to try or are looking forward to in the next year? I mean, obviously I would say one whole year because at the rate, we may not have races for the rest of this particular year, but are there anything that you're looking forward to over the next year?
I was actually looking forward to do one more Ocean Man at Krabi because to be honest, I really had fun at Krabi. Even if the weather, you were there, right? We were there. Even if the weather is terrible. Yeah, it's so terrible. So I did 5K, but I wanted more. I don't know why I wanted more. I wanted to try the 10K but for this year, but got no chance. Obviously, I'm asking my friends and my teammates to plan for it and
next year
go for it.
Good.
Yeah. And the Perhentian, your Malaysian one, supposed to be.
Yes, Perhentian. Hopefully next year October you get to swim.
Both October, yeah. So.
That's right.
They're both October.
Hopefully there's no clash.
I know.
I know, it would be awesome. We were supposed to do it this year together, right? So Rebecca, you should try open water swimming one day. I know, it's the sea. Yeah, you should try it. It'd be
Not
fun.
easy. I also got scared at the beginning. I don't like the sea.
Yeah, it's nice to stay like chilling, but like when you have to swim in it, it's like it's way different.
I know.
You have to come to the Malaysian waters on the East Coast or East Malaysia and swim there. It's really clear and calm and lovely to swim in. So one day you shall be swimming. So our next question would be, obviously all three of us could not get to the pool during, you called it circuit breaker, right? And for us, it was MCO. What did you do at home while waiting for your pools to open? Because obviously we can't swim as much as we would, or at all. What are the things that you did do in the time that we were waiting? Maybe Karen, you can start with you.
Okay, so honestly, swimmers hate dry land, right, Rebecca?
Yes.
So actually, we got no choice but to mentally just convince yourself that, hey, we have to be staying fit, whether we like it or not. No water, it's okay. We have to do our best to stay fit.
Carry on. Okay. Yeah.
So obviously we do Zoom challenge for. Yeah, I can hear the feed. I can hear it. Okay.
Yeah,
so we
I
do
know.
a lot of
Sorry.
Zoom sessions with my team. Regularly, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But as you go along, you get used to it. You get used to training every day. That's the result. You will love it though, even if we hate the pain, but you eventually would be aware that, hey, I did train today. I have to train today, even for 30.
You get that. You get that. Same, because you feel like, okay, I've achieved something today. I've worked out. I've sweated some. Your muscles are working, so you feel some, sense of achievement.
Somehow, even if we don't get to swim, it still has a good effect for us. Good results in terms of, staying fit, even without swimming yet. And we did a lot of coaching e-workshop for Singapore Swimming. Mm-hmm. So the coaches here, we do regular e-workshops 2 to 3 times a week. We do that. So we're trying to be active as coaches as well. So we do a lot of discussion about all this to keep us sane.
And connect. Keeping up that connection with the people that you would normally would see on a regular basis, right? Yeah.
What to do?
What about you? Yeah. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, it's okay.
Rebecca, what about you?
It's very similar. It's just land training, and we did some runs near to the end of it. But I'm a fish out of water, literally. So I would fall at least nearly fall at least once every run.
Running.
So yeah.
Yeah. Not our favorite thing to do. Yeah. Run. Yeah. Well, Karen tried the 5 km run walk challenge thing.
Yeah,
somewhere down. Yeah.
Challenged me with 5 km run walk, and then you gotta do some circuit exercise right after. I wasn't happy with the running.
No, it wouldn't be something that I would really enjoy doing. I still don't. So let's try and take some questions from the comments because they've started coming in. Let me see. So Crystal, hi Crystal.
Hi.
It is asking what are some of the favorite swimming equipment that you've used when you're swimming, or none at all? Rebecca, why don't we start with you?
I'm actually not been able to 100% try all the equipment yet because of pools still most pools are still closed and stuff. So But one of the things I'm excited to try is the Finnish snorkel. It is the Stability Snorkel, which is right here. Oh, sorry, where is it?
That way.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, what side is it on?
Yeah, it's just the camera. I'm following it. Because it looks really comfortable and it was really easy to adjust. So pretty excited to try that.
Yeah, and you can move it out of the way
Yeah, it's really easy to turn and stuff.
Yeah, that's good. What about you, Karen? Any particular fave?
I am not a fan of what do you call this? Pulling. I like kicking more than pulling. But so that I try my best to do more of it. Like, so then if I do more of it, then I use more of the paddles, with or without pull buoy. So swim with paddles, pulling with your paddles. So I'm saying this because I wanna do more of this because I know that I can improve more by doing it. Because kicking is a favorite since I was a child. So now I want to do the pulling.
For the upper body side of things. Have you tried the agility pedals yet?
I have it. Yeah. I have it.
It's one of my favorite ones because it's like so easy to use, which is in a way. Yeah, kick sets and I, as my friends will tell you, like, oh no, it's a kick set. So one of the other questions is from Lindsay. Hi, Lindsay. She asked, what has been your biggest challenge during the COVID-19 situation? Who started first? Rebecca, maybe you can start.
Mainly just keeping up with training, because of course when you jump from full swim training with a little bit of land to 100% land training, there's a big difference. So at the beginning, I ached a lot, but I mean over time got used to it, of course, and it was better. But I think one of the hardest things was just switching from full swim to full land training.
And yeah, us on dry land is not exactly the most comfortable thing, right?
Yeah.
What about you, Karen? What has been your biggest challenge?
Biggest challenge could be probably I worry too much of having a longer break. So what to do this time? Of course, you want to convince yourself like, okay, let's just keep on training every day to keep up with our health and strength, power, and all this. So, but then you are welcome to try new things.
Yeah.
You're welcome to try new things. So, in a way, when pool opens, then you get to at least not drown. I'm thinking about that. The first time I went into the water, I went to the Sentosa, I went to the beach before I went to the pool. So I enjoyed myself. I swam. Like I posted something like I could cry because I have swam after 72 days. So it was fun. It's more of like I'm worrying too much that I won't be able to. I'm not able to swim, and it's not my routine. Scares me a lot.
Because it's so much. It has been so much a part of our lives. Whether you like, for myself or Karen, we took a kind of a break and came back to swim again. But it is pretty much a part of your daily routine, one way or another, right? It's a part of us. So when we had, in my case, MCO and you guys, circuit breakers, that's something that is such an integral part of your routine gets taken away. And you're like, there's something missing from your day. It's like if you're so used to going to work, you have your regular thing, and then suddenly it's not there anymore, right? So it gets some adjustment. And so that's why we're talking about dry land and trying to keep some form of a routine going, right? But it helps a little bit, right? Rather than you're like, when will it end?
I know for us it's like suddenly because we were preparing for Sydney Masters. Remember, we're supposed to go to Sydney,
In
and then we
March?
had in April
So it's
15
April.
those that week. So and our circuit breaker started like 7th of April is our last day of swimming. Wherever you are on that day, that's your last day. So we were preparing for the meet start of this year. So in January after the winter break.
Yeah.
We went to the States December and January, and then coming back, we started training for that. And then yeah, we didn't see it coming that it's gonna be canceled or postponed. But then you know how you were training for it every day, and then it got canceled.
Postponed.
So
Yeah.
we had to arrange everything to from the refund of all and everything. So I'm sure the organizers also felt
Yeah,
bad
it would
about
have
it, but
been.
it would have been fun. And it's our first Sydney Masters. Never
It'll come
mind.
again. Don't
Yeah.
worry. It'll come again. We have another question, one for Rebecca by Lee Michelle. Do you prefer sprints or long distance swim? Have you tried an 800 or 1500?
I'm more of a long distance person. Well, actually, I'm more of a mid, but I'm working to become a long distance swimmer. So in time to come, I actually do want to swim 800 and 500 free. 150, sorry.
1,000.
I'm dying, yeah.
It's a very long, it seems that long anyway. After a while, you're like, how many laps am I doing?
Yeah.
Is it ended
Yeah.
yet? After a period of time. So, we have to both of you from FINIS Swimming Malaysia. They say, welcome to Team FINIS, Rebecca and Karen.
Yay.
What do you like most about the new FINIS Stability Smart Girl? Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I can wait.
Rebecca, since it's right there in the background for you, we can start.
I've not been able to test it yet, but I'm actually really excited to, as I've said earlier, because it's really easy to use. I mean, I can literally turn the mouthpiece this easily. So, and this makes it probably really comfortable as well. So I'm pretty excited to use it in time to come.
Good. What about you, Karen? Have you had a chance to use yours?
I had a chance to use it for the drills and not yet for the sprinting. Oh my god, I haven't tried it with that part yet, but I've noticed the airway, I don't know how it's called, but it's easier to breathe with it. Yeah, easier to breathe with it compared to
the previous versions. Yeah.
So in a way, it's easier to control it from your lungs when you try to blow out the air. And water from the inside the snorkel. So yeah.
Do you find that, when if you haven't used the snorkel for a while and then you go in the water, you have to adjust how you breathe when you wear it? You're like, okay, wait, what do I do now again? What do
Yes. Right.
It takes a little while to adjust your breathing, and then you're like, okay, it's good. I like it for drills, like you said, so that they can just focus on just doing what they need to do and not worry too much about their breathing, especially if they're like newer swimmers. Let's see, who else? Oh, someone's saying hello. Oops.
Hello.
Here we go.
I saw Bev.
Beverly.
Hi, Bev.
Hi, Bev. Bev is someone I train with, and Rebecca has met her very briefly when we were at Singapore Masters as well.
Oh, yes.
Linny has a question. What are your must-haves in your competition bag?
Must-have?
Yeah, something that you always bring to all your races, and it's something that if you're at a race, it's always in your bag. You must have it with you every time.
I always have extras. Extra cap, extra goggles, extra everything.
Suit.
even suit, yes, all extra. This one I never forget. So I think more than my personal essentials that I bring all the time after swimming, this is, I think, more important, especially if
Just
it's
in
open.
case.
Yes, open water swimming. You bring all your
Yeah, I
goggles.
usually you bring all your goggles. What I do sometimes is, because we have to have the safety buoy for our races, is I tie a spare goggles on my buoy, because I wear contact lenses when I swimming. So if water gets in my goggles or for any reason, I'll be so blind. So yeah, I like to do that. What about you, Rebecca? Do you have anything that you take along with you races? It doesn't necessarily have to be equipment. It can be you take your listen to music or anything. Do you have anything like that?
Mine's quite similar, but mainly the most important thing for me, actually, if I put it in all importance, it'd be a tech suit, because I've experienced a tech suit being ripped on competition day.
Ooh.
Yeah, you have to bring spare, because when you put on your tech suits, you're like, you have to breathe, and
you need more time.
More time to get on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. So, okay, we talked about Rebecca. What about you? Do you have anything you're looking forward to over the coming year?
I'm just really excited to go back swimming, really, because of course I can't say I've 100% lost my water feel, but I've lost like half of it at least. So when I get back in the pool, I still got to build up for next year's competitions and everything coming up. So I'm basically looking forward to training, I guess, what I can say.
Do you age up this year, or did you just age up to a different category this year?
Yes.
Is it? Okay. That'll be interesting. Let's talk about who would you consider your inspiration, whether it's in the pool or outside of it, and why. Karen, what about you?
Inspiration. Okay, I can say probably my kids. Rebecca, I have 2 girls your age, and they are twins. So they both swim as well, and now they're doing water polo. So I swim because I see them, they're doing the sport as well. So for me, as their mom and as a coach also, but I'm not their coach, I want to push more. I want to push more and do well with whatever I'm doing right now. And another thing is, for the Masters Philippine Swimming here in Singapore, it also, in a way, it inspire me. The swimmers that I swim with and I coach, they inspire me to do well, to do better, because they trust me and they get motivated through me. So in a way, it's boosting my confidence as well.
That's good. Yeah. What about you, Rebecca?
So basically, who I am inspired by are actually local swimmers, like Kwa Ting Wan, Charlene Yeoh, and Joseph Schooling, of course. So those are just a couple, and of course they are. I love their determination, and their perseverance inspires me to keep going.
That's good.
Very good.
Linny has a question. What's your favorite junk food?
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's a really long list. Do you have anything, like what we would say your guilty pleasure,
Okay, for me, I'll answer that. I like the combos. The crackers that has cheese inside. It's called combos. So, once you eat it, I can't stop eating it. And Cheetos. What? I know it's very bad.
Everyone has to have some guilty, pleasure junk food thing. So, what about you, Rebecca?
Mine is ice cream with French fries.
Ah,
Hot French fries with is it vanilla ice cream?
Cookies and cream.
Usually, cookies.
fries is
Ooh, I've not tried
all-time
that.
favorite.
It's nice.
How can you hate French fries, right?
Yeah.
McDonald's French fries with their
yeah.
sundae. That's awesome.
All-time favorite.
We do not recommend that people eat junk food on a regular basis. We're just talking about occasional guilty pleasure. That's all.
Yes. And this is not a habit. And so you, Rebecca, you should know this.
Yes.
Eating habit is
Just so Rebecca's mom doesn't come and say to me, now, why are you telling your daughter? Lindsay has a question. What motivates you in swimming and in life? Are there any tips that you can give to athletes to increase their mental strength? And what works for you if you're nervous before a race? Or do you have anything that would, help you get past that anxiety or fear?
okay. So I think I'll answer that. So I think it's more on managing your expectations. Okay, so it's not all the time that we're on top. Okay, so you know your abilities, but if you train for it, that you can do more and push more, but then it's not all the time that you're in a good mood. It's not all the time that you do well in training. So you have to manage your expectations. So these things are very common to everyone. Okay, I'm not talking about one particular person. No, it exists to all of us, inside of us. So there may be bad days, in training or in meets, in swim meets, and we only can learn from those experiences. So I think I can, if I can give an advice also to you, Rebecca. So it's more on how you will be learning from it. Okay, so you don't, okay, as we say, we don't look at the results at once. Okay, we take a look at also the process on how you train for it. So yeah, mentally you should be prepared for this one. Okay, it's not all about physical training. It's also how you manage things because we all are very competitive, even if we deny it. We are all competitive in our own way. Yeah. So that's it.
Rebecca?
I'm not 100% sure to answer one, so I'm gonna answer two.
Okay.
Basically, you just got to really get in the zone. You have to block out everything else and just listen to the advice your coach gave you, and just think about all the things that your coach has corrected you in that stroke that you're swimming, and just focus on that event, not caring about anything else in the world.
Do you listen to music pre-race, like in order to tune out, or?
I don't, because we're not meant to in training. We're not allowed to actually, because we're meant to interact with our teammates.
Okay, that's how I usually like to, because you feel better. You talk other things other than necessarily race. You would have done your mental preparation beforehand. So good answers. Lenny is asking, do you both have a lucky token that you always bring with you to competitions?
Oh my God, I wish I had.
It's coming your way.
I wish
eventually.
I had. Yeah. If I have, I can think of it very quickly. But yes, you see? Lucky.
I have several actually, as Lenny knows how many I bring along with me on my bag. Rebecca has some as well, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, she's got her mermaid.
Yes, I have it
She's
here.
a mermaid.
Yeah.
I have it here.
Oh. Hey, but there's one thing I want to tell you. This necklace is given to me by my father. Okay, so I've been wearing this I've been wearing this for so long and I never remove it, even if I do open water swimming. So this is probably, I saw it in the screen, so I remember. So, but when we went to Asian Masters in Japan, you know, you cannot have
You have to
jewelry.
take it off.
You have to
Yeah.
remove it. So I was there on the blocks already. I'm starting blocks, and we were lined up. Everyone was introduced, and then the ladies who officiate behind me, they suddenly saw it, so I quickly removed it. Oh my god! I told them I got nervous because I forgot to remove beforehand, so I gotta quickly remove. You know, this experience is, you know, Rebecca. It comes with all your experience in swimming. Yeah.
Yeah, and you still forget things, even though
Yes.
you know you've done so many races. And it's very much a part of, well, everyone likes their, I guess it's like comfort. It's familiar. You have it there, and if you need reassurances, right, it's there. Especially if someone, like you said, your dad gave that to you.
Yeah.
Rebecca's Mermaids from me.
Yay.
Shout out to our Crafty Empire, who makes all my little crochet things, because I can't do anything crafty whatsoever. Lindsay has a question for Karen. What is the most common error in backstroke, and what key advice would you give?
Common error as in like just
during backstroke? Like if someone is swimming backstroke, what is the most common mistake that they do make?
Okay, so very common is obviously the head. Okay, so for little ones, they tend to move a lot with their head when you have to be just still and looking.
Oh, and they're like bouncing.
Yeah. So they do this and they bounce. Okay, so we as you mature, you adjust accordingly to your technique. But then you have to remind all these little tiny things for backstroke, that your head should be still, and then your arm shouldn't be crossing the other side, and all this. And of course, the turning. Okay, when you turn from the flags, it takes a lot of
you
time
count
to do that.
Yeah, you got a repetition.
And when
do you
you
swim
just
much? Sorry.
Okay, so
Karen.
When you do it with fins, it will be different, right? So you have to think also. When you do drills with fins and when you're swimming without fins, you have to know when to turn. So these are the things that could be challenging for backstroke while training. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Linny's asking Rebecca, what sort of dancing do you like?
I used to do ballet when I was a kid. Then I stopped to continue competitive swimming.
But ballet has a very good foundation for swimmers, actually. You know, with the core training and the mobility and flexibility. Yeah. No, I didn't do ballet.
Rebecca,
I have absolutely no coordination on land whatsoever.
Me too.
Hey, you did the TikTok video thing with your daughter, so.
Yay!
Yeah.
They forced me to. Oh my God.
The things you do for your kids.
Yes.
I'm glad I didn't. My boys were like, no, it's okay, Mom. You don't have to do any TikTok things.
This TikTok. Oh my God.
Yeah, we won't go there. Let's see. There's another question I saw. Okay, let's try this. Which swimmers, past and present, have inspired you? It can be a Filipino swimmer. It can be anyone, anywhere in the world that particularly inspired, past as well as obviously. I mean, Rebecca mentioned the present Singaporean swimmers that have inspired her, but have there been any others? You know, people like Akiko Thompson and Eric Buhain, who were from my time. That was a very long time ago. You know, those who have inspired you, or whether to start swimming or, you know, keep going.
I thought of The first person that came to my mind is Janet Evans. She's an American swimmer. But what I like about her is she's not that tall, but she's so quick and she's so humble. So that makes me like her more up to now. I follow her on Instagram, so she's kind of like inspire other people as well, little kids. So
she had a clinic. She does clinics and so on. I think
yeah.
I was watching the other time. Yeah, she had a very unusual stroke
Yeah.
for the distances that she.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Rebecca's.
She's also a freestyle swimmer like you, Rebecca, but she does longer distance as well.
Shout out to the distance swimmers, man. Rebecca, what about you? Other swimmers that can be worldwide. You can.
The Michael Andrews and Katinka, if I've pronounced that correctly. I loved watching them swim at the FINA meet in Singapore last year. It was very
inspiring. World Cup.
Yeah.
I watched. Did I watch that with you? 2018. I went with you and your mom to watch them swim. That was awesome. And then I felt quite old because I realized so long ago. I can't imagine doing the 800 or anything in short course. It's like.
Were you here when they came to train here for the FINA?
No, I was not here, but I was here because we had Singapore Masters the day after they did the FINA World Cup series. Yeah, so that was awesome to watch.
So it's open for everyone. I was there to watch them train. So it's free for swimmers like you, Rebecca. You should have witnessed Michael Andrews there. He's so.
Did you get their nice. You got their autograph? Was it? Their autograph?
I took a photo with the CLab and another swimmer in the training pool.
They had autograph sessions as well, right?
Also, yeah, me too.
Okay. What else am I gonna ask? Okay, there's some more comments. Let me scroll down. Okay, here we go. Lindsay's asking, what are you looking forward to most as new FINIS ambassadors? No pressure. It's okay. They're not watching, really. It's okay.
Okay, for me, I'll answer that. For me, maybe I'd love to try their other equipment. When we used to swim, we are very straightforward, very simple. We all have just common, the common equipment that we have. We have the styro type of the kickboard, even the pool boards are tied up together with a rope and all this, and a square paddles. So it's very simple then, and now they came up with all of this equipment. So for me, I love to try that. Maybe I should try that, something like that. So
it's all new toys.
It's all new toys. Yes, you are right.
It's all me and my toys. As you see, I would post, all right, new toy, new thing to play with.
That's great.
It's part of the fun. I mean, you're forever learning, as you should be, And
you realize it's very hard to use.
There's a lot. Yeah. What about you, Rebecca? What are you looking forward to most?
As Karen has said, equipment, but I'm also excited to try their tech suit. It looks really nice.
Yes. Good for you.
No races for a little while.
Yeah.
Yet, unfortunately, but yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys post on what you guys are up to. If maybe you could tell us your social media now.
Okay.
Karen is.
For me, it's coach.car. That's my personal page. on Instagram, and you can follow Masters Philippines Swimming. So _ at Instagram as well. So I do manage both.
And Facebook. Yeah. Rebecca?
And you can follow me on Little Raisin Swims on Instagram.
Very, very cute.
It is very cute. Good.
Yeah. I hope to see you sometime, Rebecca. Right?
Yeah.
Here in soon.
Yeah.
I hope to see both of you soon. Not sure when we can cross border and hang out and swim together, which Rebecca will be like, oh my God, more fly.
Hey, that's cool.
It's fun. I mean, it's part of the swimming is, being a part of a community and, getting to know whether you're a up and coming swimmer or you're masters or you're a coach or, different disciplines within that aquatic community. It's always interesting to meet people and, you learn. Everything is about learning and getting to know your sport and not necessarily just pool swimming. You have, diving and water polo. I mean, both your daughters play water polo?
Yeah, I wish I know how to play it.
It's hard work. It's a great workout, actually, water polo.
I know.
And for Rebecca, the whole teammates and getting to know even your competitors, right? Because especially for me is you may be competitors in the pool, you are friends outside of the pool, because you shouldn't carry. That's the most important thing. And we have friends that have lasted in my case, many years. We won't say how many years, right? So that's something that is important. Because when you're in the pool, everyone gives 100%, and you can compete. But once you're out of the pool, that should be put to the side, and you be friends, and that's awesome. That's part of the fun of being, in the sport. So far, okay. Let's see. We have lots of comments coming. People saying hi to you both.
To you.
People on the internet. Okay. We're still talking about ballet, apparently. Because that's, I can't imagine, it's, no, not nowadays, anyway. Although there is adult ballet, I must say. Rebecca, Lindsay's asking, what tips can you give us for freestyle? What sort of things that you've learned that you've put into practice to help you swim faster?
I think it's really what helps is actually at the beginning your dive, because when you dive in, streamline, that's really the most important thing, and a good pull, because when you catch properly and then you move, so yeah, really the pulling, the catching.
So the technique that the more efficient your technique, the faster you go through the water, over whatever distance it is. Actually, technique is pretty important. What about you, Karen? Maybe you can contribute to this question as well.
Okay, so the dive and the turns is very important. So you have to, whether it's short course, you have an advantage for your turns when you do very well with your turns. If it's 25 meters, right? So if you know that you're racing or you're doing short course meets, then you practice your turns. That's my advice, really. And they're underwater. I'm not very good at underwater now, but you gotta try a lot of underwater works with you when you're training, especially with things turn and then underwater. So it helps you a lot with shaving off your time.
Yeah, so even it could be a minute thing if you have strong turns, especially over a distance event, that your start is good, you have strong turns, and your finish is strong, you can really gain a lot of advantage.
So you take advantage of it during training, right? So yeah, I'm talking like a coach to you now, Rebecca. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. She's probably like, oh, it's another one telling me this is what, you know. So I mean, you guys have started obviously training again, not as a full schedule, right? Not as you were before, or are you back to training every day now?
For me,
either of you?
Not yet the usual normal training that we all had previously. So now it's more because we just started opening with our phase 2, we call it, when all the sports complex are open and pools are all open. So it's just more on training water feel, stroke coordination, and balance. Okay, so this is 3. So it's more of like getting to know yourself again in the water. So it's more of like this. And then, of course, since you had your dry land trainings with, you took advantage of it during the circuit breaker, then you just incorporate it with your water training. So you do both now, right? So lucky you get to do both nowadays.
So is the pool open for training all the time, or is it still a restricted number of, like for us?
Restricted, but still at least we can use pools now.
The pool.
Okay. Yeah, we get to reserve pools, and the OCBC aquatic is always open now when you do your
awesome
training. So, yeah. For us, we use
what about
all the time.
Okay.
So easier.
What about you, Rebecca? You're not back to? I mean, you used to train almost every day, right? Back then, but are you guys gradually coming back in there, or is because you can't have the full squad on all the time, or how's it worked for you?
So I have pool training 3 times a week. So, and then of course with that training, of course I have 2 days of land training at home, because we can't be there every day because, well, the pool is still opening and it's slowly, and of course the other squads also need to swim. So that's my pool time basically.
Yes. That's
okay, that's a bit like
now.
us. Yeah, we have
with the timing,
because limited number of slots or spaces for people to swim, so they've had to spread that out or kind of reschedule it. Farah has a question. How do you motivate swimmers out there? If you would give a motivational message to young swimmers, what would be your?
It's very common when we say you never give up with whatever that is that you like to achieve. You just go for it. Be awesome. Go out. Trust your training. So this is the things that I always say, whether young swimmers or even adults, if they're not that confident about themselves, I always give them positive talks. You didn't come here and train for nothing. So I always motivate them in a way that they'll be more confident about themselves as well when they perform out there. So stand tall, and we are all nervous about it, but stand tall and do what you can do. Be awesome. Swim. Do your best. That's all.
I mean, that's all anyone can ever do is, give the best that they can of themselves when they race. Right. What about you, Rebecca? What would be your motivational message, I guess, to those who are your juniors or who are just starting out and wanting to swim?
It's basically to have fun, to enjoy yourself, because if you were to ask me why I enjoy swimming, it'll be because it's fun, it's enjoyable, it's something I love doing, and there's not really a reason why I would do it. Not any other reason, just because I enjoy it and I love my teammate, and swimming itself is really fun. So it's just basically to enjoy yourself and have fun.
That's
Good
right.
for you.
That's good.
Very tough,
good answer.
but you have to have fun.
There will be days when you will wonder, why am I doing this?
Yes.
You know, you're going to have your bad days and your good days, and you'll have to remind yourself that, you know, I love the water. I love being, you know, swimming.
And for us, why are we still
yeah, why are we still swimming? it takes us longer to recover from things, and yet we still do it. Yeah, I mean, the more you enjoy it, you know, the more motivated you are to keep at it. Whether it's as a young competitive swimmer, or as a, you know, like in our case, masters, and you know, because the fun part about masters, you can swim until you're 100 if you really want to. If you are fortunate enough to be able to be still swimming at that, you know, past a certain age, and you know, you want to love what you're doing, whether it's swimming or it's a different sport or it's art or music or dancing. You know, it gets you through the days when you maybe you have a bad day of training, and or a bad race, because that happens to everyone, right? And that love will carry you past the hurdles, right? Well, it should do anyway. And the occasional ice cream with French fries, that will also help you get past those bad days. Okay, I think we will take maybe one more question. So let's see what we got. Actually, we've covered a lot of questions today. And thank you to everyone for actually tuning in and, you know, asking us, and to welcome
to everyone who is saying hello.
FINIS family. What would be your parting message, basically, to, you know, your teammates or the people tuning in? What would be your final words? That sounds so like dramatic, but
okay.
It's like, it's so emotional drama thing. But yeah, what would be your parting words, basically?
Okay, for me,
Karen.
I think, yes, you just spend your time when you swim, have fun with your friends. You know, we all know that we want to be together joining some races outside, but basically the most important thing is you enjoy the process of you training together, getting stronger together. So this is the most important thing that really matters a lot when you're doing things like this that you love. For me, as swimming, it's very hard, it's very, very tough, but then we still do it. Why? Because we have our friends doing it with us, and you enjoy it. You enjoy the journey, enjoy the people around, meet new people. Yeah. So for Rebecca, I'm sure you also enjoy what you're doing, as you're very, very young swimmer. You have a long way to go.
Long journey ahead of you, and we look forward to seeing how you grow on that journey too. No pressure, like both of us telling you these things. But what about you, Rebecca?
Having fun, yeah.
Same thing as Karen. It's mainly to have fun and enjoy yourself. Get to know your teammates. Really, you can start amazing friendships with your teammates. I have amazing friends. I mean, they're there for you no matter what, and that's what's so nice about it. So just really have fun and enjoy yourself.
That's awesome. Well, thank you both for joining me for this episode. It has been fun, I hope, and answering all the questions. Thank you to everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye, Rebecca. Bye,
Bye, Karen.
Thank you so much for having us.